Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to a Golden Week where things seem to be going pretty well for our guy here, don't they? Very well, in fact. I get the feeling too well, potentially, like something big could be about to happen and we'll end up with nothing, or I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're just going to be the most successful guy ever and things are going to play out really well for us, but it rarely works that way in adventure games, right? So we're going to speak to these guys and then we'll head off and do what we need to do, I suppose.
Hello, Mrs. Merrick.
Hello, dear.
Let's ask about herself.
How have you been feeling?
Just fine, thank you.
That's good.
I'm content to stay in and watch everything going on around.
I'm impressed by all the changes myself. I can't imagine what it must be like for someone who's lived here for so long.
I'm curious to know what this place will look like in 5 years. I hope to be around to see it.
Good.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
She's an optimistic thing, isn't she? George?
You must be proud of your son.
Extremely. George always did have ambitions, but to see him succeed... From what George has told me, I'm sure your parents are proud of you too.
Yes, I think they are.
Yeah, let's just say yes. Well-known people.
Would you happen to have an idea of where I might be able to find some well-known people in the community to speak at tomorrow's event?
Well, I don't get out too much these days. But I've heard that some notable people have been playing at the Biltmore Golf Course.
Ah,
Great. I'll swing by.
hey.
No pun intended.
Lovely.
Nice talking with you.
Always a pleasure, my dear.
Always love a good dad joke like that. Fantastic. So we need to go to this golf course, a new location. I was thinking maybe the Gentleman's Club could be somewhere where we'd go, but that works. George?
I greatly appreciate your help, son. You truly go above and beyond the call of duty.
Well, I mean, we do our best. What about, Eunice?
Good afternoon, Eunice.
Good afternoon, Alfie. What's on your mind?
How are you?
How have you been? It's been a while since I last saw you.
It really has been too long, Alfie. But I've been well, thank you. Mostly busy with the PTA at the school George built a couple of years ago. We should have these little gatherings more often. You know you're always welcome here.
Yeah, we should really. What can you tell me about the mayor?
You're his wife. Surely George has let something slip about who's going to be mayor.
Oh, Alfie, you know how George is about secrecy. Even if he had told me I couldn't say. Especially considering he's standing right over there.
Oh.
Hello.
You'll find out along with the rest of us.
Oh. Do you know any well-known people?
Any insights on places I might be able to find someone well-known to speak at tomorrow's event?
I haven't really been out much lately, but I've heard that the Venetian pool is drawing quite the crowd.
Ah.
It's a beautiful day. Why not go there and get some sun? You might meet someone interesting, too.
I just might do that. Thanks.
Was that
I'll speak to you later.
Okay.
Was that like a thinly veiled hint of something to do with the mayor? Or was that just me reading into something that isn't there? Guess we'll find out.
I'm eager to see what you come up with, Banks. There never seems to be a dull moment with you around.
That is true. There doesn't. Can we play the piano? Fortunately, you never managed to stick with your piano lessons when you were a child. Oh, that's a shame. Would have been nice to play the piano. Knickknacks. You can't see anything productive coming out of using that. Fireplace? There's no need to start a fire. It's hot as blazes outside. Well, I mean, fine.
I just knew this hard work would all pay off. Oh, George, you sneaky old egg. Alfred Banks, first mayor of Coral Gables. If only you could see me now, Father.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be mayor. Just a gut instinct. Just a gut instinct there. Okay, we've got the golf course, we've got the sales office, the Merrick House, the diner, the Phoenician pool, and the Miami Men's Club. Shall we go to... Let's hit up the diner and see if our brother's still in town. No, he's not. Okay. But Soda Jerk. Soda Jerk? What a name.
Welcome to the Gables Diner, sir. Will you be wanting a booth or counter service?
I don't know.
Neither, actually. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple questions.
Sure. I guess that'd be okay.
How are you?
I've never seen you before. Have you worked here long?
It's coming up on my 6th month next week.
Oh, I guess it's been longer than I thought since I've been by. Hold that thought. I'll be back.
Okay. Well, that was very insightful. Thank you for that wonderful chat, sir. I suppose we go to the men's club. Let's go to the men's club and check in with our friends. And by friends, I mean associates that we probably don't
All good
like.
with you, Morris?
Yes, sir. I hope all is well with you too.
I'm sure it is, yeah, actually. Seems like it is. Oh, here's that guy again, Colton Meeks.
Hello, Meeks.
Banks, it's good to see you.
Okay. Literally nothing going on here then. Alright, Meek, see you later. I guess we're going to the golf club or the Venetian pool. Where should we go first? Golf club or pool? Well, we've got the golf club first, right? So, golf course, sorry. Oh, check this place out. You can't see anything productive coming out of that. So is that like being constructed? Is that what's going on there? I think it is. In the distance you can see the skeleton of the Biltmore Hotel, set to open sometime next year. This is a big project. Oh, this is the big project George has been working on for quite some time. Okay, so it's a hotel. Golfer. The golfer looks to be concentrating on his next putt. There's a box. The small cardboard box seems to contain several wooden golf tees. Oh, I wonder if we need to steal those. This building looks like it's been finished or is very close to completion. And there's the hole here. Golf hole. You have no idea which number it is. Right. Hello.
Nice day for it.
Yeah, nice day. Wish that building back there was done already. The noise is awfully distracting.
Oh, well, you know, I'm sorry.
Nice day for it.
Yeah, nice day. Wish that building back there was done already. The noise is awfully distracting.
We don't have any... Is that all we can do here? Sounds like the Minecraft walking sound, no? Or the digging sound in Minecraft? Is that just me? Can we take any of these, sir?
Hey, would you mind if I had one of these teas?
Help yourself.
Oh, nice. What a nice person. You've already taken a tea. Oh, we've got a golf tee. Maybe that's why we needed to come here. That definitely sounds like the Minecraft digging sound to me. Venetian pool. Doorway. Check out this place. This is lovely, isn't it? Crystal blue water of the pool looks extremely inviting on this hot day. Pity you haven't got time for a swim right now. Oh. The doorway goes into the tower, which serves as a small locker room for the pool guests. There's an older gentleman here. He's lounging around on a chair in a full suit, and he looks incredibly familiar. I wonder if he could be the person of interest, or whatever it is. Important person. One of two identical towers watches over the pool. This one seems to be accessible from the water only. So you have to swim across to that one. That's quite cool. Can we go through here? Yeah. Lockers. The pool provides these lockers for swimmers to keep their clothing and personal effects. Can we... Lockers are either locked or empty. Can we, like, pick a lock with this? No. I don't know why we would be able to, but it's just something that popped into my head. Alright, older gentleman, you don't think that offer would be appreciated? Okay, I mean... Can we... Unable to see how using that would be helpful. Oh, we're still using the golf tee.
Begging your pardon.
What is it for?
Who are you?
I'm sorry to bother you, but you look incredibly familiar. Have we met?
Depends. You're not a politician, are you?
No.
No.
Didn't think so. You look too clean.
Me.
I'm William Jennings Bryan. You may have heard of me if you've read a newspaper in the last 30 years.
Of course. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Bryan. My name's Alfie Banks. I work with George Merrick on the Coral Gables development project.
I'm sure that's very exciting work, young man.
It is.
Tell Mr. Merrick that this pool of his is quite enjoyable.
Well, we will. Prohibition?
If I'm not mistaken, you're quite the advocate of prohibition, aren't you?
You bet your buttons I am. These freewheeling wets must be going through a tough time, not having been able to drink in all these years. I was having a conversation with one just last week. He was complaining about limiting freedoms by not allowing the enjoyment of alcohol. Do you know what I said to him? I said, well, if you need it so much, why don't you just call up your pal, Charles Darwin, and have him evolve you an extra hand to slap yourself in the face?
Well then.
Ha! You should have seen the look on him. I love throwing their ridiculous rhetoric back in their faces.
Safe to say he's very much on board with prohibition, right?
Could I be bold enough to ask you for a huge favor?
I'd say that is fairly bold, seeing as we've just met.
We'll have to do something.
The boldness is a quality I admire. Ask away.
The thing is, Mr. Merrick is having a ceremony tomorrow to unveil the new line of streetcars, and I think it would be an asset to have someone as famous as you there to give a speech.
Not interested. Streetcars are just the cousins of railroads.
I don't quite follow.
Now is not the time for a debate, son. Suffice it to say that the corporations running the streetcars don't represent the interests of the common man. And I very much care about the interests of the common man.
Do you?
So you'll understand if I politely decline your proposal.
Oh, attempt persuasion. Alright, this could be like that, hang on, let me grab my notes on, what was it called? What was that thing? Bits. Break the ice, introduce yourself, tell a story, sell your pitch. So I wonder if we're going to have to do something a bit like that to be able to, like, convince him whether it's going to be a situation like that. We could attempt the persuasion, right? So,
Mr. Bryan, if you would just listen a moment, I think I can show you that speaking at the event won't be such a terrible thing.
Well, the least I can do is offer you the courtesy of my ears. Have at it, boy.
okay.
Right. You think I should speak at this rally sponsored by the Streetcar Corporation? I eagerly await your reasoning.
Okay, compliment. I mean, so we don't want to use seller intuition, I don't think, because that feels a bit like. Do we want to use seller intuition? So, like, the bits thing is break the ice, introduce yourself, tell a story, sell your pitch. The question is, what do we do here, right? Because we want to convince him. He says that he doesn't like streetcars, right? So if we, like, maybe... hang on. The streetcar companies aren't involved at all in this rally. Having you at this event will generate lots of publicity. Merrick cares about people, not profits. He wants a nice community. I feel like that one might be quite good.
My boss, Mr. Merrick, he cares about the people. You ought to hear him talk. He doesn't care about profits. He just wants to build a community people can enjoy.
That's like the common man
Is
he was
that
talking
so?
about.
Well, he sounds like a man I could respect.
Yeah.
I have to admit, what I've seen so far of his project has been inspiring. That he's doing it for the sake of the people is even more so.
Okay.
Not to be rude, but what exactly is the point of this rally, if I might ask?
Right, okay. To inform the community as much as possible purely for their benefit. So it could be that one, because he seems to be very much about, you know, the good of the community, right? Or he says so anyway. We want to convince people to buy property. This is a business after all. I don't think he likes that. Help people make up their minds if they're on the fence so they can buy. I'm going to go with awareness here, because I think we really want to lean into this angle of benefiting the community and doing things for the community.
We're trying to let the community know what the Gables has to offer. It's merely to benefit those who don't know about it and may be interested in moving there.
Sounds noble enough. I can support that motivation.
Okay, cool.
I'm sure you understand my caution at lending my support. What sort of image is Merrick trying to go for?
A community one. Futurism. City of the future. Modern convenience and technology for all. City beautiful. Aesthetics are priority number one. Tropical paradise. Sunny days and hot nights. I don't get the feeling he'd want City of the future, honestly. He's very much like into the whole prohibition angle and doing things for the community. So beauty could be thing. So it could be a thing. So like the beauty of the area. Paradise could also be a thing, to be honest. Sunny days and hot nights. Hot nights. Thing is, hot nights. The first thing I think of when I think of like that is like out drinking and stuff. I don't know why. That's what pops into my head. So maybe he wouldn't like the whole tropical paradise thing, because that would be like partying and drinking, which is against the prohibition. So I'm going to go beauty.
He's focusing on aesthetics. Coral Gables is the city beautiful.
The city beautiful. I do like the sound of that.
Oh.
I'd say it's fairly admirable to be concerned with how your city looks. You don't find that ideal in many real estate types these days.
I think.
Listen, Mr. Bryan, I'm not going to take up much more of your day. I just want you to consider my offer one last time.
Okay, we've got to do ego. Nobody but you can bring in the crowds we need. I don't think he'll like that. He doesn't seem motivated by ego. Lending your support will prove your good heart and charitable nature. That's about him again. Morals. Your presence will make sure people have proper ideals and morals. I definitely don't think it's ego. It could be charity, because charity is like a community thing, so it could well be that. Morals. The thing about morals is it's sort of the whole sort of people having proper ideals and morals does match up with his sort of views on prohibition and things. So it's a toss-up between these two, and I think, given that all the others have been about community that we've clicked so far, I wonder if there's going to be one that's thrown in about that whole prohibition angle. So hopefully
your presence at the rally will ensure that the people leave with the proper ideals and finely tuned moral compasses.
Well, when you put it that way, it does make the
Yes!
prospect sound considerably more appealing.
I think we've done it.
So what do you say?
All right, you convinced me. You let Mr. Merrick know I'll speak at that rally. Just tell me where and when I need to be.
Excellent.
I'll be sure to pass along the message.
Excellent. Okay, we've got him on board. Oh, that was good. Okay, we've got an achievement. Great commoner. A little celebrity endorsement is never a bad thing. Does he have anything
Begging your pardon.
to say?
What is it, boy?
I'll let you get back to your sunbathing.
Appreciate it.
Is he Is that canopy on like the building behind, or is he actually under there? So he's not going to get any sun, is he? But whatever. Let's go. Let's go and tell Merrick the good news. Or should we? No. Let's not. Oh. The golf course has gone. Okay, fine. Actually, yeah. I suppose we're going to tell Merrick the good news. Why not? Merrick, we have got a fantastic person
George,
on board.
I've managed to recruit William Jennings Bryan
That
for the
guy.
rally tomorrow.
You don't say. That's fantastic.
It is.
Excellent work, Alfie. This will be a great boon to publicity. Make sure you're there bright and early tomorrow. I want you standing next to me when we make the announcements.
You've got it. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And so you can all look forward to a bright future in this, the City Beautiful.
Hey, that's our tagline.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan. May I say it's been an honor and a privilege to have you here with us today. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude and launch our fleet of streetcars, bringing Coral Gables into the modern age, there's one more matter to attend to. I want to take this opportunity to thank Alfie Banks. Without his hard work, Coral Gables wouldn't even be close to where it is today. Which brings me to the last order of business. As you all know, we have been incorporated as a city, and every city deserves a mayor. So without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to announce the first mayor of the city.
Well, maybe
of
it is
Coral
us
Gables.
then. You close your eyes and take a deep breath. Trust filled with pride, you prefer to step forward. We're getting screwed.
Edward Doc.
I knew it! I knew we were getting screwed. It was too perfectly set up.
Thank you, George. It's an honor. People of Coral Gables, allow me to express my excitement at this wonderful opportunity. As your mayor, I guarantee a standard of living like no other.
Would you excuse me?
I just knew it. Okay, Miami Herald. Things have been interesting in the past year and changes all around. Although George's dream project, the Biltmore Hotel, is finally open, there have been signs that the real estate bubble is on the brink of bursting. Okay, so we've done a year time skip since we just got screwed for the mayorship. Oh, hey! Oh, I recognise this. It's one of the screenshots on the Steam page, this little thing here. September 1926, did that say? I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, if it isn't Alfie Banks. Fancy running into you at the Biltmore. I thought you'd picked up and gone back to New York. Where have you been?
Give the brush off, tell the truth, be mysterious. Let's just tell the truth.
I've been keeping a low profile on purpose, if you must know.
Oh, come on. You can't still be sore about being snubbed for mayor, can you?
Apparently we are.
How did you...
I'm a journalist, Banks. It's my job to notice things. It's been over a year. Can't you let it go?
Apparently not.
It's just, I feel like all the work I've put in over the past few years has meant nothing. Honestly, what do I have to show for it? I came down here to restore my family name, to honor my father's legacy. And instead, I've just been going around running errands like a fool.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, Banks. If you're looking for a pat on the back every time you make a sale, Merrick's outfit might not be for you. Not to say he's ungrateful, he's just extremely focused and he knows how to take advantage of his resources.
Take advantage is right.
Anyway, I hate to put a damper on your
We're
pity
sorry.
party, but I came here tonight as a reporter, and I think you ought to know there's a big storm headed this way.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Yep, they're saying it's going to be a pretty big hurricane.
Oh.
You might want to get home while you still have one.
I'm sure they're just exaggerating. Wouldn't they have said something sooner?
Weather's not easy to predict.
Well, I appreciate the warning, but I'm sure things will be fine.
Suit yourself. I'm going to notify the people in charge of this party.
Alright, well, I mean, when she said storm...
I guess she has a point. No reason to stick around here moping. I'd better get home.
Are we in control now? We are. Yeah, when she said storm, I thought she was using a metaphor. But yeah, apparently a hurricane. I mean, it makes sense, right? We're in Florida, and Florida does get a lot of hurricanes. So that's going to be an interesting angle if that is the case. I'm interested to see what's going to go on there. But we will carry on in the next one. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paulione, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zolties. And I'll see you next time.